Did you know that the company dominating everything from cloud computing to grocery delivery started with one man driving across America in a beat-up car filled with books and a wild idea that the internet could sell anything? In 1994, Jeff Bezos was a 30-year-old Wall Street executive making six figures when he stumbled upon a statistic that changed his life. Internet usage was growing by 2,300% per year. That number hit him like lightning. He quit his stable job, packed his things, and drove from New York to Seattle with his wife Mackenzie, scribbling the business plan for an online bookstore in the passenger seat. They rented a small house with a garage that reeked of startup energy. Old carpet, messy stacks of books, and a homemade desk built from a door and 4 wooden legs. Bezos called the company Amazon, named after the world's largest river because he wanted it to represent endless scale and unstoppable flow. The vision was simple. Start with books, then sell everything. But back then, the internet was young and weird. People didn't trust it, and no one believed customers would buy products online, let alone give out their credit card numbers to a website. Bezos didn't care. He was obsessed with the long game. He coded the site himself, launched it in July 1995, and within a month, Amazon was selling books in all 50 states and 45 countries. Orders came so fast that the company couldn't keep up. Employees packed boxes on the floor, hands blistered from tape dispensers, and Bezos personally drove packages to the post office. Every late night and every backache fed into one mantra: get big fast. Amazon wasn't chasing profit, it was chasing dominance. Wall Street called him crazy, but customers loved the experience. They could find any book, anytime, cheaper than in stores. Bezos didn't care about short-term losses, he cared about scale. When Amazon went public in 1997, the dot-com bubble was in full swing. Investors saw potential, but few understood how deep Bezos' ambition ran. While other internet startups burned cash on ads and parties, Bezos reinvested everything into technology, warehouses, and logistics. He didn't want to just sell books, he wanted to own the infrastructure of online commerce. When the bubble burst in 2000, thousands of startups disappeared overnight. Amazon stock collapsed from $107 to $6, but Bezos held steady. He told employees that if they stayed focused on customers, not competitors, they would survive. And they did. The collapse wiped out Amazon's rivals and left it standing alone, battered but unbroken. From there, Bezos expanded. Music, movies, electronics, toys. If it could be sold, Amazon sold it. Then he built Prime, the subscription that changed consumer psychology forever. For $79 a year, customers could get free 2-day shipping on almost anything. It was a bet that people hate waiting more than they love money, and it worked. Prime turned shoppers into loyalists, addicts even, making them check Amazon before any other store. Behind the convenience was an empire of warehouses, robots, and algorithms calculating demand before customers even realized they wanted something. By the 2010s, Amazon wasn't just an e-commerce site. It was a logistical machine, a data monster, and a cultural habit. Bezos' mantra evolved from "get big fast" to "your margin is my opportunity." He pushed into streaming with Prime Video, cloud computing with AWS, and devices with Alexa and Echo. AWS, once a side project to help developers store data, became a gold mine, the invisible backbone of the internet, hosting everything from Netflix to government agencies. It made billions in profit, quietly funding the rest of Amazon's empire. Meanwhile, Amazon's reach stretched beyond screens. In 2017, it bought Whole Foods for $13.7 billion, pulling grocery shopping into its orbit. It built its own delivery network, cutting out FedEx and UPS. It launched Amazon Go stores where customers could walk in, grab what they wanted, and walk out without checking out. Every move tightened its grip on modern life. Yet behind the brilliance was a darker truth. Amazon's obsession with efficiency created brutal working conditions. Warehouse workers ran on impossible schedules, tracked by scanners that measured every second. Small businesses selling on Amazon found themselves dependent on a platform that could undercut them overnight. Lawmakers accused Bezos of monopoly behavior, and critics warned that one company controlling so much of retail, data, and infrastructure was dangerous. But Bezos didn't flinch. He believed in scale as a moral good, the idea that serving more people better justified everything. While others debated ethics, he built rockets. Blue Origin, his space company, became his way of thinking beyond Earth itself. By the time he stepped down as CEO in 2021, Amazon had crossed $1.7 trillion in market value, reshaping global trade and consumer expectations forever. Under Andy Jassy, Amazon expanded deeper into AI, healthcare, and logistics, embedding itself even further into the fabric of daily life. From a garage filled with books to a planetary network of servers, satellites, and storefronts, Amazon became not just a company, but a system, a mirror of how modern capitalism works, efficient, relentless, and nearly impossible to escape. Bezos once said, "We are willing to be misunderstood for long periods of time." And that's exactly how he won. While the world doubted, he quietly built the rails of the new economy, until one day every click, every order, every delivery truck felt like part of Amazon's heartbeat. The company that began as a bookstore now decides how billions shop, read, watch, and live. And maybe that's the paradox of progress, that convenience always comes with a cost, and we keep paying it gladly. If you want more deep dives into the stories behind the giants shaping our world, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for the next empire we uncover.